Hey, glasses, what's up? It's the Culture Detective here investigating your favorite movies. And today I'm going to do a movie review on The Matrix. Yes, so I watched The Matrix. Uh I did watch The Matrix when I was really young, but I was young enough to not be able to remember anything significant from the movie, so I decided to kind of rewatch it yesterday. And yeah, given that The Matrix 4 is coming out, I feel like I should talk about The Matrix. The Matrix is a sci-fi action movie released in the year 1999, and it is written and directed by then the Wachowski brothers, now the Wachowski sisters. And yes, The Matrix is another classic. It's super popular, super entertaining. A lot of people love it. Everybody loves it. So I don't have to get into too much in this review because we all know what makes this movie great. This movie is like the peak of entertainment. This movie came out in 1999, but watching this movie 22 years later still feels really refreshing for some reason. I don't know why. It just, even though there are things in this movie, like foot chases and shootouts and all that stuff that are supposedly really cliche, but still, watching it in the year 2021, it still feels more fresh than many drab Marvel or DCEU films nowadays. And I think the reason being is that The Matrix perfectly finds the balance between, something more thought provoking and philosophical and slightly abstract, and the mainstream action cool stuff. And it just finds the perfect balance between the two. It isn't the drab and redundant kind of action cliche thing because it keeps itself incredibly interesting right off the bat. The first scene is already very interesting and cool looking, and right off the bat, I'm already hooked. And throughout the whole movie, I was not for a second bored. It doesn't feel for a second slow or repetitive. The whole movie feels really tightly paced and just perfectly arranged. There is not a single filler scene. There isn't a single scene that I thought is unnecessary or anything. It is just so tightly paced, and the movie is 2 hours and 16 minutes long. I also really love the visual effects, the slow motion, a lot of the crazy fights and jumps, walking on the walls. They all look really freaking good. And yeah, I just don't have a lot to say. The movie is very green. A lot of people overthink things when they think about how they should color their own movie. Oh, let's pick a color palette. No, well, in this scene, let's use a different color palette. Let's use a double color palette, a triple, maybe 4 colors, maybe 5 colors, or maybe we should use the lighting instead. Maybe it should be black and white. While we have the Matrix, where the whole world is basically green, and it looks so good. And I'm not complaining at all. It's very technological. Like, I wasn't alive in the 1990s, so I don't know what the internet is like in the 1990s, but when the internet is created, it's this really crazy, mysterious thing that's stretching all over the world. And so the color of green sort of represents that uh, crazy worldness of the internet, sort of like a Serial Experiments Lane, or Ghost in the Shell or something like that. So yeah, the acting is good. It's fitting for the movie. Keanu Reeves is not a great actor or a good actor by any means, but he's a likable dude in real life, of course. But he fits in the role in this movie as Neo so well. He just fits like a glove. Lawrence Fishburne is amazing. Hugo Weaving is amazing, and everybody did a great job in this movie. I like the dialogues, I like the action, I like the idea that we are all living in a simulation, and again, it just finds the Goldilocks zone between, okay, this is just weird and confusing, and okay, this is just repetitive and cliche. It just finds the Goldilocks zone in the middle, and it just perfectly exploits that. The Matrix. It's a decent 9 out of 10. So, have you watched The Matrix from 1 to 10, which is rated like a like and subscribe if you want more, and thanks for watching.